Nyingma Longchen Nyingtik Good morning. I want to describe today this section, morning section, a little bit about meaning of lineage and why it is important. Because when we practice Guru Yoga, Guru Yoga is actually about your lineages. So the lineage is actually the unbroken transmission of the Buddha's teachings and his pith instructions that goes all the way back to Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, and to the present time, passed on from one teacher to the next without anything being lost. That's we called lineage. For example, I have learned these teachings from my teacher, and who have learned them from their teachers and so on, right? So that kind of goes back to Buddha Shakyamunis. It's amazing. The line of the teaching goes directly back to Buddha Shakyamuni and from him. So Buddha Shakyamuni and Padmasambhava. So that's why the lineage is important according to practice Guru Yoga. When you practice Guru Yoga, you visualize Padmasambhava central, and then all the entire lineage is surrounded him. That's why if you really want, you have to actually meditate Guru Yoga. You need to learn in all these lineages, that these teachers, who are they, what is their biography. You have to understand very detailedly, but sometimes a little bit complicated. So when you meditate on Guru Yoga, you just visualize all your lineage is there around Padmasambhava. So most focus on Padmasambhava, right? Actually, when you get the empowerment, the blessings, actually we talked about these blessings from yesterday, from when you visualize Padmasambhava from his three centers to your three centers, but actually all these blessings from your lineage, all teachers, and include Padmasambhava. So that's why this Guru Yoga practice. In general, there are three different ways of visualizing the lineages, okay? For instance, when we practice refuge, we visualize the lineage, the teachers, one above the other, right? Sort of in a line. We have here the picture. That is the kind of, about Padmasambhava, kind of when you practice refuge, you visualize the lineage above the Padmasambhavas, and the entire lineage is visualized one above the other, above the sort of head of the Guru Rinpoche. So that's another one. how you visualize the lineage. And the next kind of visualization of the lineage is when we do meditation and recitation on bodhisattva in our preliminary. Here we only visualize one Buddha, which is bodhisattva, right? Only bodhisattva. And he represents all of the Buddhas and all the lineages, right? So only bodhisattva. When you visualize, when you practice the third preliminary bodhisattva, you don't have to visualize all your lineages. You visualize only bodhisattva. So because bodhisattva is represent all your lineage. So this is another one, how you meditate on your lineage. And finally, here in Guru Yoga practice, we visualize the lineage as a vast crowd surrounding Guru Rinpoches, not above the Guru Rinpoche, surrounding Guru Rinpoche. You have this picture like this, you know. Padmasambhava is central, and then Samandabhadra, from Bodhisattva, all these lineages, so surrounded Padmasambhava. So Padmasambhava is this center. So that's usually when we practice the inner preliminaries, you have sort of three different visualizations about your lineage. So right now here, we always visualize our lineages surrounding Padmasambhava, and then we get sort of in front of us and surrounding Padmasambhava, and then we sort of prayer the Guru Yoga, the lineage prayer, and then we receive the blessings from all of them. And then we say these 7-line prayers, right? I think you know the meaning of 7-line prayer. Yesterday we talked, I explained that, but also very shortly today, because there are some new people here. So the 7-line prayer you have there in the northwest land of Odiyana, you know that 7-line prayers. So the first line very shortly explains where Padmasambhava or Guru Rinpoche was born. Okay, the first line, or northwest land of Odiyana. And the second line tells us how he was born. Okay, what is the second line? Bloom lotus flower. Okay, how he was born. That's exactly. And then third line is the one when the Siddhi talks about the great qualities, right, and his capacities. And then fourth line, the renowned lotus born Padmakara, or that's specially tells us his name, Padmakara or Padmasambhava, Guru Rinpoche, all the same. And then fifth line. Oh yeah, that line tells us about who is his disciples and his students, Dakas, Dakinis, all this, men and women, all this, his students. Sixth line. That's how we should pray to Padmasambhava. And then, please bestow your blessing. That seventh line. Seventh line, along with the mantra, Guru Padmasambhava Hong, is the request to receive his blessings and for our mind to be in union with Padmasambhava's mind. Understand? Very briefly, okay? That's 7-line prayers we're going to meditate on today. So, in general, 5 levels can be recognized in the practice of Guru Yoga. The outer level for accumulating merit includes visualizing the Guru and his retinue in the space before you, taking refuge, generating bodhicitta, offering the 7 branches, and so forth. While keeping in mind that dedicate, of course, also the 7 branch offering that's include dedicate. So that's the outer level how you practice Guru Yoga, accumulating merit and visualizations, all this. And then inner level for purifying our perceptions involves visualizing the Guru above our head and receiving the lineages, the blessings. That's inner level how to practice Guru Yoga. And then the most secret level in which you recognize the deities as yourself involves visualizing yourself as a deity, realizing that your body, speech, and your mind have always been inseparable from the body, speech, and mind of the Guru, secret level, and arise in the form of the deity, yourself, deity, right? So that's secret level Guru Yoga. And in the absolute level, having blended your mind with the mind of Guru, you realize the ultimate nature of the Guru and remains effortlessly in this inconceivable luminous wisdom. Absolute level. And then the last, the 5th, transference of a death level. We visualize ourselves dissolving into the Guru's heart and our mind merging with the Guru's mind. This is the most profound and essential way of performing poa. Poa means the transference of consciousness. So at the moment of death, how you practice Guru Yoga when you going to die. So this is the sort of completion stage aspect of this Guru Yoga. So Guru Rinpoche's mind and our mind become one. Okay?
The other
When
visualizations, the deity dissolves into us, right?
no, that's not the death level.
But at the death level, it's the other way.
Other way, your mind dissolves into your gurus. Remember your instructions, and guru's mind and your mind become one. And especially very important to recognize the nature mind at the moment of the death. So when we arise from the state, we should dedicate the merit of our practice to all beings with our correct motivation. Death is very certain, and we never know when we are going to die. That's very uncertain. So it's very important to remember the instructions. The first, you have to remember root teacher's instructions, your meditation when you're going to die. And then also very important to remember, purify your negative karmas, negative thoughts. And it's also important, let go everything. Don't touch to your family, your property, nothing. Just to let go. Even though don't touch your body, let go everything. And very important to remember the dedication. Dedicate the merit. When you died, whatever you did, good things, virtuous things, you dedicate that merit, all living beings, and also better for your future life. And then just very important to very calm and peace, don't worry anything, and just to relax and try to remember your meditation. So this is in general how you practice Guru Yoga. We never know what will happen, It's very important. Keep in mind that just in case, prepare your death process. It's very important. Now, do you remember for the actual practice of this profound path of Guru Yoga? There are 3 stages. Remember, yesterday we talked about. The first, visualizing the field of merit. We are almost done that, right? We're done visualizations. We're done explain 7 line prayers. We're done explain Guru Rinpoche's. So now, today, the second is offering the 7 branches in our Guru Yoga practice on the yellow page. Do you see the 7 branches offerings? We have to explain that. So I'm going to explain the 7 branches sort of step by step. So the 7 branch offering is actually part of the preliminary practice in the Guru Yoga section. So that's why whenever you practice preliminary, you will see the 7 branch offerings. Some 7 branch offerings are very long, and some are very short. So we have the Mupham's preliminaries, the 7 branch offerings, the very good one. So I want to give you an introduction, the 7 branch offering. I think everyone here will find it interesting and helpful, because it is good to train in these methods even when you are not doing preliminaries. We use the 7 branch offerings always when you go to visit monastery, important place, see the Buddha statues. We always do 3 prostrations and send the 7 branch offerings with visualizations. Everything include that. Sometimes people ask me, when I'm visit everywhere, and when I go to monastery and see the Buddha's statues, or go to cave, Padmasambhava's cave, and see the teachers, what should I do? Just go there and nothing, or just what? and say, just go, if you're Buddhist, you just go there, do 3 prostrations, and then saying the 7 branch offerings with visualizations. Everything include that. So you have to memorize the 7 branch offerings. So these 7 branches are in Guru Yoga. We have there the booklet, and they are very beautiful. You see, whole with infinite bodies, I bow down like that. That's the first. So I explain this step by step for you. Also, it is important to remember that as part of Guru Yoga, these 7 branches actually include all the preliminaries. Okay. And that's why it's important to understand all the different methods for accumulating merit is included in the 7 branches. Okay, and these can be further sort of condensed into 3: accumulation. You're going to write down accumulation, purification, and increase. 3. So now the 7 branch offering, the first prostration, right? Prostrations, and next to what? The confession of negative actions. These are the branches of purification. The first, purification, and increase. The purification, sorry. So the prostration, right? Prostration and confessions, these are include the purification. Do you remember the accumulation, purification, and increase? All the 7 branches include those. So the first is the purification, first and second, I think. And then rejoicing and dedicating are the branch of increase. And the others, the remaining, they are the branch of accumulation. Understand?
So the first is accumulation. The second one is offering in some ways, right? Where's offering included? Because you offer apparent existence.
Offering is accumulation.
That's accumulation.
Yes. So the prostration and confession are the purification, and rejoicing and dedicating are the increase, and then the other 7 branches, accumulation. So now the first branch is prostration, which is the antidote to pride. Prostration is antidote to pride. Pride consists in thinking that we are better than others, right? I'm better than you. And so that's why we do need prostrations. The pride is afflictions, right? It's a poison, negative emotions. So there are 3 prostrations. We call the superior kind is the recognition of the view. Recognition of the view, that is the best prostration. This is to, prostrate with the superior view, knowing that there is nothing to, conceptualize it. So no object to which one is prostrating, no person prostrating, and no act of prostrations, just to recognize the nature of phenomena. And the middle kind of prostration is training in meditation, right? Prostrating by mentally emanating countless bodies, each emanating countless heads, with countless tongues, saying countless songs of praise. So that's the second. And the last, we are always, the ordinary kind of prostration is to prostrate with devotion. So first we need to know how we do prostrations and what you need to visualize during that time. Of course, most of you know how to prostrate, right? But for this practice, you should visualize yourself multiplied infinitely. At the same time, visualize that all living beings in the universe are prostrating with you. This is, you practice prostration with bodhicitta, right? So it is important to remember to connect your body, speech, and your mind during prostrations. As you physically prostrate with your body, you should combine this with your speech by saying the 7-line supplications, or you say the 7 branch offerings to, and also you can say shortly, recite the mantras, whatever. So when you prostrate with visualizations, you say 7-line supplication or 7 branches offering or mantra. And you should also combine it with your mind by thinking that you are practicing with all sentient beings, and that you have sort of a feeling of respect and devotion towards to Buddhas, bodhisattvas, whatever, Padmasambhava or a teacher. If you don't make these connections, then you will sort of end up just saying whatever you like and looking around everywhere, which is not correct, So just do, visualize. I'm not going to explain detail, Of course, right? All the visualizations, how to prostrate. That's we have to. We don't need to explain that, but it's just very briefly. You have to, and also you do this so that you can purify the obscurations of 5 poisons, which are attachment, anger, ignorance, jealous, and then you receive the blessings of Buddha's body, speech, and mind qualities and activity. So when you do prostrate, with visualization and saying the mantras, very uncommon in Tibet, when you prostrate, you saying the seven branch offerings, and then do prostrate. Understand? That is the first branch offerings, and I'm going to explain the others later. Now I'm going to explain how to visualize Guru Yoga practice, because the some of you are new here today. So because you have to know that, otherwise, when we practice Guru Yoga, if you don't know the visualizations, then kind of not so benefit when you practice Guru Yoga. So you start visualize visualize. This is for today, for the new people. Okay, the other people, you just be patient, helping Dharma, Dharma sisters and Dharma brothers each other. And you don't think that, okay, I already know that. Don't think that. Maybe you will learn something new also. So you start by visualizing a lotus above your head or in front of you. Usually, I think better you visualize in front of you. And on the lotus is then sun and moon disk. On the top of sits Guru Rinpoche. I hope you know Guru Rinpoche, and if you don't know, you have their picture. You can take a look. So now you have a visualization of Guru Rinpoche in front of you, or above your head, and then surrounded by the entire lineage. So you don't have to actually hear. It's fine. Just you think your lineage is there, and you can start the recitation of 7-line prayers. And after the 7-line prayer, you will recite the 12-syllable mantra of Guru Rinpoche's. And this is what you accumulate 100,000 times if you practice Guru Yoga preliminary, or if you want to practice Guru Yoga, practice preliminary Guru Yoga. And once you're done with reciting the 7-line prayer and Guru Rinpoche's mantra, then you receive the blessings of his body, speech, and mind, all the lineages, and their white light comes from all the lineages, comes from forehead into your forehead. Red light comes from their throat into your throat. Blue light, dark blue light, comes from their heart into your heart. So when you receive this light, then simultaneously you will also be purified the obscurations of your body, speech, and mind. This is we call empowerment, which gives you sort of permission to receive the Vajrayana teachings, and also helps develop your devotion. So at the end, visualize the lineage dissolving into Guru Rinpoche, and then Guru Rinpoche sort of melts into light, and then the light dissolves into your mind, into your mind. Then you think your mind and entire lineage's wisdom mind merge in union. That is the best, at the end. Then you, without thinking anything, sit for a few minutes, rest in that state, and then we dedicate the merit. Understand? It's very short visualization, how you practice Guru Yoga. If you don't understand, let me know. Now, practice Guru Yoga. And, just to relax both your body and mind. Make sure you have a correct motivation. You are here going to start practice, Guru Yoga, and benefits for this practice, benefit all living beings, include yourself, and say that, strongly, I'm going to practice Guru Yoga so that um, um, think about your lineage, or especially Guru Rinpoche. Say, please help me to recognize the nature of my mind and purify all the obstacles, negative, all this purified, and also this for benefit for all living beings. That's your motivation. You have to correct that first before you meditate or Guru Yoga. Just to relax, and you should bring your mind back into your body. Bhakti Rinpoche always say that make sure your body comfortable, very comfortable on the cushion, on the chair. Make sure your mind with your body. Don't let it wander away. That means you need to bring back your mind with this good motivation. And once your body and mind there, then also make sure it's a very important the peacefulness in your mind. Very just to make sure that everything is comfortable, relaxed, and make sure everything is being sort of present moment. You are just right, no thinking. There is no past, no future, okay? When you meditate, always present moment. That's the most important. Just to bring your mind back and correct your motivation, and then just to relax 1 second. Now we can start the Guru Yoga ritual.
How wondrous, Ema-ho! In a self-manifest form of infinite purity, I find myself visualized as Bhatta Yogini. On my crown
Sits under powder's lotus, sun at morn, and Udayana Vajradhara, union of all sounds of refuge. His right sins red, with his peace from all Vajra skill. In
and is embraced by his partner Yeshe Sokya. Self-arisen mandalas of Tantra are perfectly present in his form. Root and lineage gurus, Dakinis, and the oath-bound surround him like a pod of seeds split open. From Chamarakahan of their wisdom counterparts.
funnel like rain, they dissolve into the visualized pole. Hum, northwest, the land of Odiyana, the center of bloom lotus flower, is the one with supreme wondrous city, the renowned lotus-born Pambakaram, surrounded by vast retinue of Dakinis. Following in your footsteps, I pray, Please come and bestow your blessings. Guru Pama Sudi Hong. Hong in the northwest land of Odiyana and the center of Burm Lotus flower is the one with supreme wonder city, the renowned lotus-born Pamakara, surrounded by vast retinue of Dakinis. Following in your footsteps, I pray. Please come and bestow your blessings. Guru Pama Sudi Hong. Hong in northwest land of Odiyana, the center of blooming lotus flower, is the one with supreme wonder city, the renowned lotus-born Pamakara, surrounded by vast retinue of Dakinis. Following in your footsteps, I pray. Please come and bestow blessings. Guru Pama Sudi Hong. With infinite bodies I bow down, prostrated respectfully, and others summon the Bhatta, appears respect manifest ground. Airy meditate, downfall all fun unit in I know confess, rejoicing in all the virtues throughout Samara and Nirvana. May you remain as the Vajrakaya, as long as beings and realms exist. I beseech you, turn the wheel of the profound and vast Dharma, as I dedicate this whole host of virtues of 10 of Buddhahood, and magnetize and forest the leather land of Odiyana, Daul's emanation of Sagata, body, speech, and mind. Come to the continent Jambu for the welfare of all beings, surrounded by a multitude at Biyadara and Dakinis. I supplicate the divine assembly of Pamakara. I supplicate you, Pamakara, Guru of Odiyana. Please grant me your blessings and empowerments. This syllable and the Guru's three places their lines radiate white, red, and blue, dark blue, dissolving into my three places, blessing me my do. The Gurus and his retinue then dissolve into light, traveling the path of Dharma and melting into the core of my heart. The enlightened mind of Guru in my own invisible. I settled into the innate nature of Dharmakaya mind, placing the four obscurations and achieving the four empowerments wisdom. All the blessings and empowerments are attained. The four paths Ahom Bhajang Guru Pama Sudi Hong. Om 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 Ahom Bhajagur Brahmasade Hom. Om Ahom Bhajagur Brahmasade Hom. From the Guru, and may I enjoy his richness of Dharma, perfect in the qualities of the paths and levels. May all safely attain the state of Bayadara. O glorious Root Lama, precious one, Dawal and Lotus sits in my heart. Look upon me and care for me out of your great kindness, and grant me actualization of your body, speech, and mind. Regarding the activities of my glorious Root Lama, may I never down and learn you live in a moment, and the respect and observant whatever do does it good. My Lama's inspiration blessings enter my mind. Okay, take a break, a little bit late. I talked too much today, this morning. So next section will practice more, okay, than teaching.